Let's get our spark back. I'm gonna chill for a bit now.
So, I have an off day of class. I'm gonna Uber to the beach.
I'm gonna have this for lunch and then bring a coffee to the beach. Also, you know what's really sad? I ran out of mayonnaise. This one. I didn't get my mayonnaise and I was like, my food is not good. I miss my mayonnaise. I'll probably buy some next week. This is gonna be too hot to drink right now, so I'm just gonna keep it for like 3 seconds. We're on our way. It is so hot. Put on some sunscreen. I'm gonna chill for a bit now. This lady was watching. Anyways, I've got my little journal here, so I'm gonna journal a little bit. Hello! This video is all about getting your spark back, and getting your confidence back, and getting that little bit of happiness back. It is so easy to move away from our center when things like work, university, friends, social life, social media, all in the grand scheme take over our lives. And it is so easy to lose our spark. I think the key to becoming happy again and getting our spark back is simply doing the things that make us happy. Now, in our specific state, we sometimes forget how nice it is to actually do those things, or we consume ourselves with so much worry that we don't allow ourselves to 100% focus on the things that make us happy because we're in momentum of working, or we're in momentum of socializing or people pleasing or doing our habits. You have to be disciplined in what you love and what you see in your future. So here's some things that I find helps when it comes to getting your spark back. Now, you struggle with anxiety or just feeling unorganized, the first thing you can do is create an organized, safe space. Now, this could be your room, this could be your home, this could be literally a little nook in your room. But create a space that is clean and organized so that when you go there, it is just peace time, relaxing time. Another really important thing is relaxing 100% because we cannot be creative without being relaxed. So we have to put ourselves in a place where we feel safe and relaxed in order to do that. Now, so many of us don't feel that on a daily basis because we're so consumed by work. But when it comes to getting your spark back, you have to do the things that actually make you happy. And this includes dressing up. I think dressing up is one of the best ways to express yourself. And then create 10 minutes of time in your day to just sit down and shut off 100%. A lot of us spend a few hours or an hour, that amount of time a day on Netflix. Now, this might be a relaxing time, but if you've got your phone with you, I'm guilty of this, and you're like scrolling on social media or you're like replying to emails or messages, you're not going to shut down. And you have to completely relax. And remember, sleep is key. Sleep is very important, but it is useless for you to prioritize sleep so much that you're not studying and getting good grades, or you're not working well, or you're not prioritizing time with your family. Like, there needs to be balance, which is really important. I think scheduling helps with this an extreme amount. So your mornings need to be slow. Your morning needs to have some type of movement and some type of quiet time. The best thing you can do is give yourself enough time to get ready and relax. What I like to do is meditate for 10 minutes, do a bit of journaling, maybe do a tiny bit of cleaning, and get ready for the day. Find things that motivate you. Here's a few examples. Motivational videos. Surround yourself with content that motivates you. But don't use it as entertainment. Actually use it to progress yourself. Next up, we have speeches. You get specific motivational speeches like Joe Rogan, those types of people. Really good for motivation, good for planning. I suggest using that as a base of knowledge. Like, you're developing a sense of knowledge where you know how to plan, you know how to deal with anxiety, you know how to have better sleep. Like, really just research motivation, sleep, how to deal with anxiety. Just research the big thing. And the other one is having accountability partners. Now, I suggest you have quite a few people in your life that are interested in the things that you're interested in. This is not always realistic because sometimes we live in a small town or you just don't have friends, which sometimes happens. But if it's something that you can't control, I think the best thing you can do is just do the research, just watch the speeches, just watch the YouTube, and really practice meditating, practice journaling, practice all of these things. Make a list of the things that you love and try and implement that in your day every day. And if you do have control, book classes at your gym, go do things that you love. If you look on TikTok, they say, do your makeup and your hair and your style as your celebrity lookalike that you think looks really good. I think that's a great idea. It's great to add a bit of twist of yourself and something that you love that makes you unique. But really focus on like having a skincare routine. It doesn't have to be crazy. It could literally be a little bit of moisturizer and like washing your face, or like adding a bit of mascara, or brushing your hair, or using a hair oil. Like these things make a big difference, because when you feel good, you feel confident. When you feel confident, you're more confident in being competent. Because sometimes competence without confidence is useless, because if you can do something but you don't think you can, you'll just sit on the sidewalk. So it's really important to present yourself in a way where you are confident and competent. Don't be vain. Actually, be vain. But look good. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. It is really hard to balance everything. So what you want to do is take everything that you have and cut it in half. On the one side, you put the priorities, and on the other side, you put the not priorities. So it'll look something like this: 8 hours sleep. Now, you can also divide that into and make a high priority list and a bare minimum list. Big priority, 8 hours of sleep. Bare minimum, 6 hours of sleep. Not bare priority, scrolling on TikTok on your bed for a few hours. As much as like we get little dopamine hits, that is just not important. And social media is great. You're on it right now, but do something that makes you feel powerful and makes you feel inspired. Sometimes when we stress, doom scroll to like help ourselves feel a bit better, but you need to like be disciplined. Pull yourself away, respond to your email for 10 minutes, respond to friends for 10 minutes, go on social media for like 10 minutes or even 20 minutes, and then like have a little timer go off and be like, okay, I'm gonna like sit on my porch now, or I'm going for a little walk with a friend, or I'm gonna call a friend. So you want a reason, you want a system, and you want a time, and you want some type of reward system. So a long-term reward system would be save money now to have money for a holiday or a car or a pair of boots. What do we get now? You have a tiny little tracker. Our little reward system would be you have a tiny little tracker, track amounts that you save. That's your immediate reward. At a time. What is the time? Once a week or once a month. When you get your paycheck or your allowance, put that money away. Be disciplined. So remove all the things that you don't like and try and prioritize the things that you love and do love and give you meaning. These might not always be things that give you good grades, make you socially popular, or that give you money, but these are things that give you the type of joy and passion and love in life that you're able to do this again tomorrow because now you're motivated. So these are priorities now. This whole little system should serve itself. And all of these things, you can do them occasionally, like have the ice cream, have a chocolate, have a whole jar of Nutella. I don't know if that's great, but do these things every now and then. But if you find that these things provide like genuine joy and happiness, take a bit of that, put it in your time slot. The next thing is hobbies. So I think a lot of us adults, we don't really have hobbies. And what we do, it's like very like work-wise or focus-wise, or just like very, you like art. This might include doing one sketch a day or a week. So you just have to be consistent with it and write it down somewhere to remind yourself, hey, a morning routine makes me feel great. Working on my side hustle or whatever it is at night, that works for me, makes me feel great. Do it. Listen to yourself. Connecting. Connecting is really important. So connecting with yourself and connecting with others and connecting with acquaintances and strangers. Now, connecting with yourself is the most important thing because the relationship you have with yourself will feed into all the relationships you have. So if you love yourself, you won't be calling someone ugly and be like, oh, they're a disgusting person. Instead, you'd be like, we just don't match. And it won't be like this hectic feeling of, I hate myself, now I have to let it out on others. So learn to connect to yourself and be kind to yourself because that will seep into other people. And be nice to other people because that will seep into you. And connecting with yourself makes you feel less lonely. I think it's important to focus on connecting with yourself in a way where you do things alone, but you feel happy because you're listening to yourself speak in your head if you do that. Or you're journaling or you're drawing and you just like, it's quiet, enjoy that. And then when you're with people, be with them 100%, ask questions, ask. Close bonds create comfort, weak bonds create opportunities. So prioritize both of them. So here's some things that I'm going to be doing to make sure that my spark is vitamin C. I'm trying to do right now is really prioritize sleep. The 7 to 8 hours of sleep is a must. I'm taking the time to relax. And then I'm also taking the time to prioritize creativity and growth. Also very important, cleaning, but making my cleaning efficient. So while I'm hanging off my clothing, I'm listening to a voice note from a friend. A clean space is really important. The next step is prioritizing work and giving 100%. So for me, this is classes and exams and questions. And it's also things like editing or working on my art. This is like work system. So stuff that will create value in the future or is creating value now. With my art, like let's say I'm working on an art commission that I'm selling, that is work right now. I need to finish it. It has a timeline. I need to make it a specific way. this is work. So the work needs to be very disciplined. Now, what I found is that it's very important for me to get into the momentum, but also to stop when it's dinner time. Because if I don't, I'll continue going and I'll get overwhelmed, and that won't serve me, because just prioritize starting work and also finishing it. Now I'm working on my future, I'm working on my creativity, I'm having a clean space, I'm taking care of my self-care, and connecting with people is quite a big one, but connecting with yourself is almost a bigger one. So it's important to have coffees with friends, send them a message, catch up with them, hey, say to them, hey, what are you up to? Let's get together. Like, do these types of things, and then set times for yourself. Have a 2-hour break where you're focusing on your goals and your dreams, or you're watching a show and you're just present and you're just 100% relaxing. But anyways, I'm gonna go now. Bye!